That man, let's get it going, P. Let's get it going, P.
Let's go. Certified.
It's a green summer.
What's the ritter?
Yeah, we built different. He ain't watching the games like I'm watching the game.
I'm outside.
We're live. It's fluid. This is when you stop the production and we go back and rewind. P, last dance. Fellas, grab your girl. Time to hit the dance floor. This is the last dance.
Right.
Dum, lady. Dum. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you why. Hey, that's what you know, baby. It's the last dance.
I can't feel alive
Without you, hey! We'll set this motherfucker off today. The fuck? We ain't the last dance. You feel me? You feel me? It's the last one, P. We done did 8, 9 in the, you know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's where we at, bro. Best 2 teams on top, boy.
We at the last leg of the marathon. We're gonna see who gonna fold and who gonna run through.
Folding. Ain't no folding right now, P. Everybody, this the apex right here. Everybody on top. Everybody, you know what I love? It seems like everybody's peaking. It ain't no dives, P.
Right.
It seems like your stars.
It's peaking.
Man, we say Haliburton ain't a star, but he doing star-like shit. He got star-like energy.
So we.
Man.
Who said we?
I said we.
Certain people.
We.
I don't speak French.
Yeah, you do. You speak French.
No, I don't speak French.
You speak French.
I
I
hear
know
star,
you.
hear
You
star.
like crepes and all that. Stop fronting for the, you feel me?
I don't eat crepes.
Stop
I don't eat
lying.
crepes.
You drink plenty of wine. You a Riesling. You don't stop.
No,
man.
I don't drink.
Stop.
I don't eat crepes.
Right. You
I
can't
barely
even get the
eat
lie out.
fries.
You
I
can't
eat
even get the lie out. You can't even get the lie out. Right. Think about what you said. Who you got, Lloyd? Who liking this series?
I think OKC gonna win it, but something about Indiana is scaring me. Like, nah, they seem like a team of destiny. I said that, like, seriously.
Who?
Like,
To Indiana?
yeah.
You remember when we always say every year it's kind of that one guy who has a run? Bro, I think 2 guys are having a run at the same time.
Yeah,
2 guys are having a run at the same time, bro. Think about how Shai looks in the playoffs. He ain't really took no dive, P. He ain't really dipped. What's his numbers for the playoffs right now? Because in the regular season, he's 30.
Yeah, he's still averaging like 30.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Come at SGA?
Yeah.
Yeah, SGA now.
You know what it is, too, about this series? Like, us as hoopers that played the game, that's been watching this, like, the casuals ain't really, like, knowing.
Oh, no.
The casuals don't know. This is
for basketball.
This is for basketball.
If you know basketball,
right.
you are excited.
No, because, like, when I'm looking at the 2 teams, like, I watched Indiana, and I'm looking at, like, they play great basketball. OKC, great-looking basketball. It's like you could put a tape on, like, listen, this is how y'all should play.
37-6 for him in the postseason, shooting 47% in 16 games.
And they were
30
I'm rounding up a little, but 37-6 essentially are
37 points a game?
No, 30 points, 7 assists.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, 6 rebounds, yes, sir.
Okay.
And they lost 1 game to an Eastern Conference team this year.
29-1 against the Eastern Conference this season.
Hey, listen. You know what I love about this? If we talking hoops, bro, to get on. It is a real live 9-on-9. It's a 10-on-10. P, whoever coming in getting money, you thinking he ain't shit? You feel me? It's a bunch of characters that we ain't seen that has risen their game on both ends.
Yeah.
Bro, look at Lou Dort. Lou Dort was like a Joe Dumars. And then Caruso was coming in like a special ops, like just mucking up the game. But then you had Nimhart, Nick. Man, listen.
Neesmith.
Listen,
Both of them.
Look, they got the personnel to slow Shai down a little bit.
No, but look, I don't know if you can slow them down, but I will say this. Jalen Brunson prepared them for Shai.
That's what I'm saying. Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the way they play.
He's watching.
No. Jalen Brunson, because the way he contact and physical and getting to the mid-range, that's he like Shai is like a bigger him kind of.
It is.
Like, it's hard to guard them. And so I'm like, damn.
And they was going left hand, right hand, Nimhart, Weissman, Nimhart, Weissman.
So I'm like,
you feel me?
damn.
And they was getting through picks, Pete. They was not switching.
They gonna pick up full court, which Shai ain't seen yet.
And then guess what? Other side, they doing the same thing.
And they doing the same thing. OKC.
Just to get on.
This
Nate,
gonna
I don't even know your questions, Nate. It don't even matter, Nate.
This is
it
gonna
don't even
be.
matter.
This is gonna be I think this is gonna come down to like, if this go
effectiveness. Whoever takes care of the ball is gonna win the finals.
But look at this too.
I'm being dead ass.
Indiana got more veterans. They do.
Depth? You mean depth-wise?
Just more veterans that been in the league, that been in playoffs, they went to the conference finals last year. They older.
Okay, so he got more experience.
No, they don't have more
Finals experience. Caruso been in the finals. He not won with a team.
Okay.
Who else over there? Hold on.
He's the only one.
He's the only one over there?
Yeah,
Who? Okay.
So he's the only one, and then
And then they just got Siakam and
Siakam, Neesmith, and Thomas Bryant have all a finals experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got more experience. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Indiana got more experience.
Thunder only have one guy over
that
30
don't mean
years old.
shit.
I know, I understand, but I'm just throwing that in there. But I'm just throwing that in there because when you in the locker room and
you gotta be calm.
all these reporters and the lights,
Yep.
and you got guys that been there that's like,
Chitter,
yeah, they like, hey, dog, this is what it's gonna be. I can tell you when we on that plane ride to OKC, I can tell you when we on that bus, look, this is what it's gonna look like. Whereas OKC, they got the one guy, Caruso, you know, he could kind of give them some light, but when you got three vets in there, that's gonna be like, look, cats, don't get overwhelmed. This is what it's gonna look like. This is gonna happen first quarter when we on the road in the finals. No calls, don't expect this, don't expect that, okay, expect this. You know what I'm saying? That's valuable. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was valuable having polls
having everybody
in our locker room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just having us
experience.
like, this is what it's gonna be like, fellas.
That's what you're saying. Because when you get in the fire, you see, when you get in the fire, man, everybody don't react to the fire the same.
Exactly.
And you gotta actually give others comfort that we okay in a dismal situation.
Right.
So you saying that leadership and that veteranship is gonna come into play at some point?
It can. I'm saying we got to look out for that because everybody, OKC is the overwhelming favorite. You know what I'm saying? They're the overwhelming favorite.
What's the
Minus 700 for them to win.
That's like overwhelming, right?
It's in the top 10 of highest favorites ever in NBA Finals.
It's like Tyson versus Buster Douglas damn near.
Not
Not that.
That's a good analogy, though. That's a good analogy.
No, for real, though.
But
But
who's who, though? Who's?
But
wow,
you can't. They got a they got a puncher's chance. Man. You know what I'm saying? And the way they play is unpredictable. Whereas I know, okay, look, I know
Who's unpredictable?
Indiana's unpredictable. Because I don't know who's gonna go off. I don't know. Like, I can't sit here.
That's variety, my friend. No. That's variety. That's consistency throughout what they've been. I'm being dead ass. We both can't lock in on one person on who's gonna be what, but you know it's gonna be somebody. You know, Siakam. It might be Haliburton. Might be, you know what I'm saying? Nimhart. That's the beauty of all of this.
You know what's so crazy?
We haven't seen, listen, let me throw a point at you. We have not seen OKC play or win when Shai hasn't played well.
Right. But let me ask you this, too.
Hit me up. Right. So my point is that, bro, we here. And what you did to get to the jungle, and we over here, we at the waterfall, it's like, yeah, we made it. Man, guess what, man? We gotta hit another hill. And it's got super mud in it, and you know what I'm saying? Quicksand, and it might push us back. So, you know what I'm saying? Lord, I think whoever is able to keep composure in the moments and take care of the ball, listen, these two teams are probably the more effective teams, and that's why they're here. We didn't have Indiana winning on the road in Cleveland.
Right.
They showed up. So I'm anticipating, man, we didn't have them New York first two games, you know what I'm saying? Right. My bad, I'm all over the place. But my point in trying to say is that there's so much unpredictableness in this that I don't think that what got everybody here, to me, when you look at it from the basketball fan, bro, it's that taking care of the ball. You know, man, both teams has not missed assignments, P.
Yeah.
And they've consistently brought another level of energy on both ends. To me, bro, this is the first time I'm looking at two teams to be as close as they can be.
Now you can get BetMGM's second chance offer for basketball. If you bet on a player to score the first field goal of the game and instead they score the second, boom, second chance. You get your money back in cash. That's right, Second Jamie.
Get the second chance offer from BetMGM, where we know how to treat you right.
Yo, what's up, KG Certified fans? It's the big ticket here, and I got an exclusive NBA second chance offer from BetMGM, the biggest one, the NBA 225 NBA Finals. Every Finals game day on BetMGM app, place a wager on a player from either team to score the first basket in a game. If he scores first, you win the bet. If he scores second bucket instead, you'll get your stake back in cash. Yes, back in cash. Lock in those first field goal score picks. Ride your favorite superstars in the biggest games of the year and feel the hype of every dunk and three-pointer. Let's get it. Bet with the sportsbook that knows how to treat you right. Head to the BetMGM app, grab the promo, and let's lock into the 225 NBA Finals action. Only at BetMGM, the official partner of KG Certified. Let's go.
Who's the best player? You always look at this, and I go down the line. Who's the best player in the series?
SGA.
Okay. Who's the second best?
Second best would be Siakam.
Not Haliburton.
I'm taking Siakam. He won the award, didn't he? Okay, that's
I mean, but that don't mean nothing.
Oh, what you mean that don't mean nothing, man? Okay, so your shit don't mean nothing?
No, listen.
What are you talking about, man?
No, but I'm
Stop,
saying.
man. I
No,
hate when you
listen.
do that shit.
No.
He won the award, Lord.
All right, so listen.
He's the best player on
point,
Indiana.
All right, so my point is saying is Haliburton and
No, Siakam.
I know, but I'm asking you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
right now.
My fault.
I'm saying is Haliburton and SGA a wash?
No.
I'll tell you why they are, and this is gonna go over your head.
No. And
I'm gonna tell you why.
so
Let me tell you why.
So let me say something. Don't ever say nothing to me and then end it with it's gonna go over your head. Nigga, I'm
It's
taller
gonna
than
go-
you.
Well, it already
so
went over. You
everything-
said no, and I'm gonna tell you why I said yes.
Go ahead. This is your opinion. I'm listening to it, but don't
All
say
right.
shit gonna go over my head, my
You
nigga.
said
I'm taller
no.
than you. You 6'4", 5", whatever you are. You feel me? Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead, Lord. Go ahead.
All right, look. SGA giving you what, 30?
I don't know.
Yeah.
30,
Yeah,
30
yeah,
6
go ahead.
assists.
He's averaging 30 in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
30.
that's fair.
What's
Yeah, go ahead.
Haliburton giving me?
Halliburton's closer to 20.
20 and 10.
Yeah, let me.
No,
let me-
more like 12, 13, but
Okay,
who's
so how many
counting?
points does that account for? Just if you just say twos.
What?
It's bigger than SGA's in terms of
Points, point differential.
But SGA's
But he
averaging
just-
5 or 6 assists
But look,
too. So
look,
do you
but
wanna
what did
add
he
that
just
up?
average in the conference finals?
All right, give me just
Like 23 and 12, something like
Not
that.
that high. Like 20,
So he
21.
was 21,
Thank
21
you.
and 10.
Thank you.
In the conference finals?
Yes.
Correct.
So that's kind of like a wash.
No.
To what he's accounting for compared to what's SGA got him by like 6
So,
points.
nigga, I don't care how you looking
You
at
see
me
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
He got
I
him by
get your
like
look.
6 points.
I get your look, but I'm finna counter with
And
you.
then there's some nice dude went off of like
Who's dude?
Haliburton. Like he had the 30 and 13 game.
One time.
Yeah, 32 and 15, but
One time.
yeah,
That's it.
and then he had an 8-point game in that
That's
series
it.
too.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's close.
Hold
It's
on.
close is what I'm saying.
Shai coming giving you 30. We're not even talking about the 7 to 6.
But he's accounting for-
assists to
he's
give-
accounting
Then
for
he
at
getting you
least 30.
2 steals on the other end. What are you talking about? This is definitely not a wash. And I'm the king of the hill. And I got all this confidence. And he ain't. Nah, I get you. You
It's
trucking
closer.
too.
It's closer
It's
than-
not a wash though. 30 and
close.
21 are not the same.
Yeah, 8 assists, 10
Two
assists, 6
two
assists,
steals.
8 assists, 9
I
assists.
lead the rush and when I switch up.
SGA in the last series.
That's not a wash. Siakam is damn near at 30, if not a high 28
He averaged 25 in the series.
with
against the Knicks.
15.
Yeah,
and
but-
another, so he more the wash. These are the washes to me. Shai, Siakam, they gonna wash each other out. Who's next? J-Dub and Haliburton.
Okay.
Now that's
Now-
more of,
so now-
Haliburton wins that.
So now,
Dub is at about a what, 18, 17 in the playoffs?
so now you look at the third.
What's the third?
For Indiana, it's a crapshoot now. Now you can say Neesmith,
Neemsmith, bro.
Nembhard.
Shit, What's your man from Arizona come off the bench? The Bohemian. My man, Mathurin.
Mathurin.
Obi Toppin?
His last 3 games, Mathurin was giving you like a dub.
He was giving you 15, 12, something like that. Solid.
And then
Turner's averaging the 3rd most on the team right now.
Who?
in
giving you
terms of playoffs.
15.
Oh,
Turner,
shit,
15.
I forgot. Miles Turner.
Miles
yeah.
Turner giving you 15.
Obi Toppin coming in for a solid 10,
So
9.
like this is
Yeah, 9
it's not,
points.
and then like I'm saying, it's
Hold
not.
on, flip it though.
Yeah,
Man,
off the bench.
Coming off the bench.
for
No, don't
OKC.
even do that. Check his third. Who? You
But
feel me?
OKC ain't got nobody coming off the bench averaging
Isaiah
double
Joe,
figures.
Wiggins, Queso,
Not averaging
fucking
double
Caruso.
figures, though.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
Caruso
that
is.
havoc.
Caruso.
Stop,
Caruso's
man.
giving me like 12.
No, he's not. He's giving like 8, but he's causing havoc. Don't start on the Isaiah Joe rain when he start raining threes on your ass. Don't start on Queso. Queso
Wallace,
get
what
a
about Wallace?
what?
Wallace.
Queso, nigga. Y'all don't even know what's going on. You ain't watching the
Case
game.
and Wallace.
Queso, nigga.
That's what I said,
I
Wallace.
said Queso. They
I
don't
said
call him
Wallace.
Case and Wallace.
I
They
said
call him
Wallace.
Queso. I
Wallace.
said Queso.
I said Wallace.
I said Queso. They don't
I
call him
said-
Wallace. It's like 3 Wallaces on the team.
Nah, it's
His
Wa-
name Queso.
It's 3 Williams, not it's
Man,
Wallace.
bro,
dog.
keep up, bro. Keep up. Keep up, bro. Keep up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let shit go over your head. What color you blonde in your hair today? You
I'll
blonde?
probably go
you green?
gold. I'll probably go gold
You better be
today.
careful. You know that shit. That
know
shit
what I'm
rot
saying?
your hair. You know
Nah,
what I'm
this
saying?
is artificial. It's not dye.
See
It's
your
not
shit.
dye.
I see your shit winking a little bit
No,
too,
it's not
boy.
dyed.
There ain't no way you can get it to come this way. Can you
you
get it
mean?
to come this way?
Look, what you mean? With
Your
my
hair.
line,
Can you
my
get it to
line?
come this way? Yeah.
No,
Can you
no,
get
no.
it
What
to
you
go
mean?
straight?
With my straight. What you mean?
Can
What
you get your hairline to come forward?
No, it's good. I like it right here. What
Go
you
a
gonna
fro,
do-
bro.
What you gonna do with your hairline, my boy?
Yeah, man, I ain't got much to do with it. This is it. It's been like you've been rocking.
You should let it grow out.
For what?
Nah, just to see, change
Just
it
to
up.
see?
Change it up.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I got a philosophy: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep
Change it up.
marinating in water. You know what I'm saying? Keep your yard straight. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
You
gonna
cut
lie.
grass?
I ain't
You
gonna
cut
lie.
grass?
Look,
You cut grass?
you got a top
Do
5
you
ball
cut
head.
grass? Do you know how to
used
cut grass?
I used
You
to.
lying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I did. I was cutting grass when you had the one you.
See, that ain't even real. See, look at that. That's like 1940. You ain't cut grass in like the 20th century, is what
Nah.
I'm saying. You don't know how to pull up.
I used to have to do that. The motor put the gas in it. Yeah. I used to have to do
We're
it.
gonna bring a lawnmower in here and see if you can actually start it.
They got electric ones now.
You lying. What,
They
you
got
get on
electric.
it, you
You
can't
got
hear
electric
it?
where you can put the battery in it now.
Lying.
You ain't got to do all that.
No, I ain't doing that. That's the Black & Decker, and you saw that on the
Yeah,
commercial.
no,
You
and I
ain't
got
actually
I got the
experienced
one little
that.
thing.
No, you lying. See,
to
you
blow
don't
the
know
blow the
one year,
grass.
what is that?
That's the
The
electric. Everything electric
no,
now.
Electric don't even. You can't even hear that. You just that sound like a shh. What is that?
That's the electric one.
No, this is electric.
I'm telling you,
That's
all
electric.
the stuff.
You hear the electric?
When the last time you cut grass then?
I'm just telling you, I'm a country boy. I cut more grass than you, nigga.
No, you ain't.
I've had more yards than you than I had to cut.
I mean, in the country, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about the depth of
I
both
want to
teams.
see you cut some grass.
I ain't cutting no grass. I ain't cutting
You'll
no
cut some grass for the bread.
No, I ain't cutting no
You'll cut some grass. If some chicks are in the grass, and you got to cut.
I'm happy to cut some grass.
Got it. We talked about the depth of both teams.
Yeah.
In your guys' eyes, who do you think kind of the X factor is for both teams that can be the difference maker in the finals?
Who you got? I got Isaiah Joe.
Okay.
Isaiah Joe and Chet to me are the X factors. Cause you know why? Pete talked about Xing out, right? We talking about Siakam, you know, possibly canceling out Shai, right? And then you got
Jalen Williams.
we said J-Dub and then Haliburton, right? Turner can actually get you 15, 20,
Damn.
shoot threes, get you some blocks and some rebounds, right? Chet can too. So that's probably a third cancel out. Man, Isaiah Joe is real money when he come in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he come in the game, he ain't. Him and Queso, they get right to it. Caruso, all three of them, they get right to it on both ends. So I got Isaiah Joe, Queso. They're my two. They're the disruptors. You know what I'm saying? They do what Nimhart and damn, what's my man name?
TJ McConnell?
TJ McConnell. Home Alone. They are the disruptors. When they come in the game, the energy change. And then what's my man with the little pouring mustache that be looking like, you know what I'm saying? He
Reed
was in,
Shepherd.
yeah,
Reed
man.
Shepherd.
Reed Shepherd coming in. And I got a 3-ball. Y'all fuck around, leave me open. And I'm up 94. What's happening? I'm peeking. Ooh, I'm a
Man, he a
zigzag.
dog, too.
Listen, Lord, they got the guard play to play Shai, bro. You see how when we was watching Minnesota and how they was through Lou Dort and then they threw Queso at him, then they switched up and it was Isaiah Joe, then it was back to Caruso, and then it was back to Dort. And they were just chipping his ass. P know this.
It
He
was a
come
lot.
off, man, it's Steven Jackson. Then he switched back, it's Ron Artest. He go back, it's Al Harrington.
Yeah.
All this is just chipping at the armor, dog. You gotta have personnel. Nimhart, man, he gonna be in Shai ass. Switch it off to Neesmith. Man, you sure they broke Brunson down. If
did.
Brunson would have had a third or fourth person in the series, he got worn down, bro. They picked him up 94 feet.
Every game.
I saw.
Every game.
Shout to Jay Will, man. Jay Will was on First Take, and one of the things he actually shot out is he looked at the pickup point of where they was picking up Brunson, and it was a game changer. Brunson had all this energy in Detroit. He had all this energy in the Celtics, you know, to come up and set it to see. Bro, they took I always talk about this, the pickup point. Bro, to get the ball from me to half court with a nigga who really trying to take it.
Right.
Man, every time. Nah, man, take the ball. Take it, P. You take it. He was giving it to Mikal Bridges.
He started to because he was wearing down.
Bro, this is what they own. And they got the energy to do this shit, bro, straight up. And then come down and hit threes. And so
I think
this is going to be a great series for all basketball,
the X
bro. Real
factors,
shit.
the X
Factor. Who you got? My fault. Who you got X
the X
factor?
factor
On both sides, too.
for OKC for me is probably gonna be like Jalen Williams.
J-Dub.
Yeah, because like
He got to win his matchup.
he got to play well. Because when he don't play well, I know
look
because he
bad.
got comfortable in Minnesota. But I'm looking at the series before that in Denver. When he wasn't playing well, they was getting popped by Denver. You know what I'm saying? Because he had an up and down series.
They had somebody. I felt like they had somebody that can guard him too. Man, Porter Jr. is 6'7", 6'9".
Yeah. So
17 points per game in the
Told
series
you.
with Denver, 22 in Minnesota.
that's what I'm saying.
So
That's why
a
I
big
went
jump right
7.
there.
That's why I went 7. It could have went either way. So when he started playing well, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? So like if he don't get off, it's gonna be tough on it. Because I expect SGA to beat him. He gonna have, because he get to the line, you know, he can go 7 for 25 and still get 30 because he gonna get 15 free throws. You know what I'm saying? So when they don't got that second dude like Jalen, like J-Dub, it'd be rough on them. And that's why they got blown out by 40 Minnesota because they just didn't show up. And I can see them like, if they can neutralize him, they got a shot. So now on the other side,
Hold on. So you don't think? So I can't bank on Check and J-Dub playing bad. One is going. Those are your second. Those are your
but
seconds.
when Jalen play well, they win.
They blow you out. They smoke you because he's still in there. Yeah. I'm saying,
what I'm saying?
I'm accounting for if he don't play well. That means Check or somebody fills in that spot is what I'm saying. And you don't think Check's volume is big enough to be able to?
No, they don't go to him enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't go to him enough.
Well, he ain't that.
He the
I hear what you're
recipient
saying.
of,
To be a
like-
second, I hear what you're saying. And it ain't that impactful.
Right.
Man, when J-Dub has a big night 30,
His
boy,
22.
they really probably smoked you by like 40 or something, right?
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
What you got on
now,
Indiana side?
On the other side, I think the biggest impact, the X factor, is going to be Miles Turner. He got to come with it.
Well, he got to win that matchup in there.
I mean, he got to keep doing what he's doing, but he got to be a presence on defense. He got to be a better presence on defense because he got to help in slowing down Shai. He ain't going to have nobody going at him like Cat going at him now because Cat was at him. Man. You know what I'm saying? So now he going to deal with Chet and the big fella, Hartenstein. Yeah. Whereas he got to be more of a help. Them guys can hurt you, but not like how Cat was hurting.
Give you the volume that Cat gave.
Right. Yeah. So now he gonna have a lot of more freedom on defense. He gonna have a lot more freedom on offense. So I need him to be like an impact or as far as like protecting the rim, and he got to make shots. He got to put Hartenstein in pick and roll to where
Stretch the floor.
Stretching the floor. And I think if he come with it, and he got to have a game to where it's got to be like he win you the game to where you like, damn, Turner had a dub tonight, in like
3 blocks.
3 blocks or something. That was like damn, they needed that dub.
That's great for their team too.
Yeah, if he get a dub.
4-0 when he scores 20 in the playoffs.
See, I don't even know these stats. It's just I'm off eye test.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just off eye test. I just know, So I think those two, J-Dub for OKC and Miles Turner.
You expecting Miles Turner to win that matchup or dominate that matchup?
Well, I don't expect him to dominate the matchup, but I expect him to be more of a factor on defense in this series than he was the last series because Cat was at him though. He was at him.
Let me be honest with you. Indiana, if I'm OKC, you can offensive rebound again. Mitchell Robinson lived.
Oh, yeah.
He lived.
But the problem.
I'm talking about free rent, dog.
I know, yeah, but they don't got nobody like that on OKC like him.
What I'm saying is, if I'm OKC, I crashed offensive boards.
But if you do,
you can.
if you don't get it, they running. You know what I'm saying? So if I got my two bigs, they gonna run, and you ain't gonna be able to keep up with Siakam if you gonna be doing that. If they get the long, because it's gonna be long rebounds.
You see how they was scoring on scored baskets? Yeah. They was doing 2-pass layup drills.
That's what I'm saying. They was even on basket. Yeah.
On basket.
That's what I'm saying. So be careful going to that offensive rebound. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful, because then if they get out and run, it's gonna be tough for you to keep up. Because OKC, they good in transition, especially if they turning you over. So that's got to be the keys to the game. Don't turn the ball over versus OKC. They run. They fast too.
They are. Both teams are running.
That's one thing also I want to ask you about was the pace. So the Thunder and the Pacers were top 3 in pace in the playoffs, top 10 in the regular season. Who do you feel like is going to kind of win that matchup between just the quicker pace team?
I think this is going to be even. These are 2 young teams. Ain't no old nothing in these. I think Siakam may be the vet in all this. You know what I'm saying? Or Turner. I think Turner's the vet over there in Indiana, some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's young. This ain't no old nothing. This gonna be young boy energy. Everybody shouldn't be tired. All that. You know what I'm saying?
I think advantage is gonna be like Indiana, because that's who Haliburton is as a point guard, because he dictates the pace for them. OKC pace is like it is because they turn you over. And it's just like, damn, and it's just like a wave that come, 2 or 3 turns in a row. You know, they got a wave that come. It's just like you look up, it's a 2-point game, then they just had like 2 or 3 quick steals, 10-0 run. And, you know, like Shai ain't no push it up guard, but he a throw ahead guard.
I say he push ahead.
He throw ahead.
Yeah.
He a throw ahead, which just makes pace for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Where Haliburton is a push ahead and throw ahead.
Well, he'll push ahead, and then OKC got shooter. You push ahead to Isaiah Joe, he in it.
Yeah.
You push it to Queso, he in it.
Right.
You push it to Caruso, they listen, man. This might be the most even finals I've seen in a very long time, to where I'm looking at both teams to be like mirror images of each other.
So I want to ask, because I mean, Vegas has their odds, whatever. But why do you feel like they feel like it's a heavy advantage for OKC, and then we're sitting here and think it's a closer matchup?
They got the best player. They got the best player. OKC has the best player in the league. It would be like Denver showing up somewhere with Joker. You know
so you think that's the main reason why?
I think the main reason is,
they got the best player.
Well, you got to look at the
home court.
You got to look at the numbers too. They're like, if they're on a historical run, you know what I'm saying? They win margin is 12 on the year, which is the highest in NBA history. I think right now in the playoffs it's at 10, which is.
You mean the point differential, right?
Yeah.
That's
why they like, and you won 68 games, you know, as compared to Indiana, I think won 50.
50, yeah.
Yeah, so they looking at all that. And then they beat the Western Conference by 14 games. So
and
they only lost once to the Eastern Conference. Like, we look at it different, but the Vegas is looking at these numbers and they like, hold on, this look like me versus Prince. You know, my son or something. Like, I'm gonna just back you down and score. Like, damn.
I think Vegas knows more than we know. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing this one, because Vegas probably had the Celtics favorite. They probably had Cleveland favorite, and they probably had New York Knicks favorite.
Listen what you're saying.
They lost a lot of money on them series alone.
Well,
Pacers were like the 6th or 7th best odds in the East.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To get to where they are now.
So all of that, like the Eastern Conference was the most unpredictable. So they. You know, what they got right was probably the West, and they didn't have Minnesota. They probably had the Lakers going to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? They when you look at it from the beginning, Vegas, they gonna have their numbers, whatever they gonna crunch the numbers. But like, this sort of sports is so great. It's not a reality TV show. It's not scripted.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes sports so
beautiful. You gotta play the game.
You gotta play the game.
I want to ask about SGA. So he wins the league MVP. He's the scoring champ. He wins the Western Conference MVP and has the potential to be a Finals MVP. Doesn't happen a lot. We talked about it earlier. The last guy to win scoring title, an MVP, and a Finals MVP, Shaq, 2000.
Yeah, Shaq.
Shaq?
Yeah.
Scoring title.
Scoring title too.
Shit.
So I'm saying scoring title as well. And then a guy to win a regular season MVP, and then a championship,
and then a
Finals MVP. 10 guys.
All time.
Yeah, so like are we taking kind of SGA this season, I don't want to say for granted, but are we not looking at it as like this could be an all-time great season for a young player?
This is one of the all-time great historical runs as an individual and team. Right. I've been saying that. Right. Like, and I said on on the show yesterday.
What show?
On the Speak. Okay. On the Speak FS1 I do on the daily. So I said, if he wins it, he probably the greatest OKC Thunder ever. If he win it. I mean, it ain't really a shot fired, and I respect Durant, what he brought to the city. I respect Westbrook and what he was able to accomplish. You know, they went to a finals, and yeah, they probably got a bigger body of work there and been there longer. But this run right here, because he got an MVP, that's what they all got in common. Yeah. All right, yeah, I got one too then.
You saying if he won, right?
If he win, SGA.
He delivered.
He looking like, all right, Russ, KD, y'all got MVPs. I got one too.
Delivered. You're right.
You know, and if I win the finals, and then I win 68 games, which is more wins than y'all they never put together. I don't think OKC ever won 68 games.
It's strong. It's strong what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Franchise record.
No,
That's a franchise. It gotta be. I mean, I know this I know this. To not even look it up. And then I'm sweeping through on 30. What's the? I think there's a number to where he's in the same category in Jordan and Cole. It's like 30-point games in a playoff run or something, to where he's like right behind Jordan, LeBron, and Cole. Like, did you see the names I just said? Like them names, like you with them. You in the category with them, and your second best player is J-Dub. You had Russ on a team with Harden and KD, and y'all didn't get it done. Ibaka. Y'all had, look at that. That was a squad. If you match these two teams up, one would argue that team, KD, probably will beat them.
On paper.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like if you just look at it like, damn.
These motherfuckers like bees, dog. You can't even eat these.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, what SGA has been able to do, like, dog, he gonna cement himself, because now to bring the first ever championship.
That's big.
For you pioneered this franchise.
Yeah. You
like,
cement it. You cement it.
You cement it. So like when y'all come back for the reunion, they gonna introduce you last.
Right.
They gonna say, all right, we got KD in the house, Westbrook, and then SGA, it's gonna go like, you know what I'm saying? Because like KD is probably the third best, because Russ spent more time there, numbers, triple-double season. They love Russ.
They both won MVPs
They
there,
both
too.
won MVPs there. So even though like all time, KD is probably the greater player and will end up the greater player all time than maybe both of them, but SGA is going to be the greatest Thunder.
Shit, Russ averaged a motherfucking triple-double.
Oh, yeah, he did.
A 30-point triple.
A 30-point triple. Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Oh, that's not going to get unnoticed. He going to get a statue, too. Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
I'm curious what you think about what he just said, Ticket.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think anybody had Shai on the radar like this, like we had Joker. Remember when Joker? I ain't saying Joker came out of nowhere, but
No, he came out of nowhere. He did.
so what I'm saying is somebody did a dope ass like a reel on Shai's progress up in kind of like where he's come from, and nobody had him on the radar. And when you watch his game, he's doing similar, same style stuff. A lot more, obviously the bag has gotten deeper, but when he's come on the scene and under the radar, like we've looked at Joker. And the only reason we're staring at him now is because he's been so fucking consistent and he's inclined. Even when they not got beat, even when he got traded, even when he got, you know what I'm saying? Like he's been doing a steady incline and it ain't sexy. And we didn't want to look at it. And then he went all full, yeah, I'm grown man, I'm in the Batman suit, I'm fucking Bruce Wayne when I'm off this bitch, I'm Batman when I'm out here. And now the lifestyle is starting to, mirror the game. You know what I'm saying? He a full superhero right now, as if Joker. And these two are probably the most underrated, under the radar players that we didn't have. They wasn't sexy. They wasn't doing what Embiid was doing. They wasn't doing what Karl Anthony Towns was doing. Man, Joker jumps this high. Ain't nothing sexy about him. He on top of the table at the bar mitzvah. That's the hypest he gonna give you. You feel me? So I'm saying, like, the Lucas and all these other motherfuckers, we had some expectations. We had no expectations on these kids, man.
Right.
This kid he got himself better. They made themselves better. Nobody's seen this from them. It's almost like the Brunson. When you saw Brunson in Villanova, you was like, oh, he cool. Then you saw him in Dallas. He was like, okay. And then he was getting it off in the playoffs, and he was like, okay, cool. You didn't think that he was going to be Brunson of New York and the clutch. Like, man, the players today, at least the ones that you're naming, man, I've seen their growth, man. And it's real growth. It ain't some microwave, cheese pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not shocked at what he's doing. I'm shocked on how consistent and how motivated, how unbothered he seems. You know what I'm saying? He fell off. He really, like 27 and 25 as a faller. Come on, bro.
Third straight year he's averaged 30.
I'm saying, Lord, like, do you know, you used to put the ball in the bucket.
Damn, I didn't know that. Third straight year.
Man, Lord, with you on the board. You first on the board tonight. How to stop OKC. Dean, number 1. SGA. You up there in bright lights. They probably bringing the scouting report out with some girls. SGA. This how we gonna stop SGA. You feel me? Bro, you do this 3 years in a row?
Yeah.
And ain't nobody, Lord, that's not easy.
Do you think the Pacers are going to do the best job at kind of trying to neutralize SGA as opposed to the other teams in the West?
I say that the Pacers have the personnel. I say that what I've seen from what they did to Boston and what they did to Brunson, they have the personnel, if you're not ready, to run you in the ground. With personnel, because after Neesmith gets out, here comes Nembhard, and then here comes Home Alone, and then here comes Neesmith. Lord, it's a flurry of blows. You know what I'm saying? And Lord, that's what I'm ready to see, because that's the ultimate test. If Shai gets over this test right here, which will be his hardest test of all, this is going to be his hardest test right here, as it should.
I can see Rick Carlisle send him more double teams.
Oh, no, he's going to take the ball out of his hands. And he's going to make decision-making into that young team.
I ain't seen nobody do that yet. And I'm like, damn, ain't this the leading scorer in the league?
I've been thinking the same thing. Why ain't nobody double-teaming this kid?
Why ain't nobody getting the ball out of his hands? Like, make him swing it over to Lou Dort. Make them swing it over to Chet Hartenstein. Let's see if they can go for 30.
That's what's going to be the key.
I think Carlisle going to have devised a nice little defensive scheme.
He ain't getting enough. Carlisle might be coach of the year. Back-to-back years, he took a Indiana team to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro.
At minimum, and now this team.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nobody had Pacers nowhere. None of us. You know what I'm saying? None of us.
I'll give you guys a little bit of credit. Earlier in the year, you guys spoke
No,
about
I said that, but I'm just talking about media.
No, I've been giving Indiana.
Yeah.
I always like, well, hold on, we got to watch out for them.
So I got to throw this. Man, they talking about Brunson was worn down. Knicks had a good run. If you're the Knicks GM ownership, what you doing in New York? What's today's business? What's the mathematics, bro?
I think we build on what we got. We went to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? The year before, we lost in the second round. This year, we lost in the conference finals. I think now we got to add, I think they need a couple more pieces, like to add depth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at like Minnesota. I'm looking at Indiana, and I'm looking at these teams like OKC. They got that good, they got the stars, but you need like a couple more guys off the bench. Now, does that mean sacrificing one of my other stars, or maybe somebody I can, do a 2-for-1 to where I can get two guys that's solid, then a guy that's really good. I don't know.
So you're saying consider trading Brunson or Cat?
No, I wouldn't trade Brunson or Cat. But I would look at like
Mikal Bridges and some of the other assets
or Anunoby or Hart to see if I can pull in somebody probably not as good at it as them, but two people that make up
committee.
Yeah, the committee that can add that
One
rotation.
guy, 1-3 guys.
That could give me rotation. Okay. That I can all right, I know these guys can play. So I would look into that.
I didn't think they was deep enough.
Yeah, they wasn't. They needed a couple more pieces.
They need a couple ball handlers. They need to take a lot of listen.
Like what I would do.
They got top heavy on Brunson, bro. They kept telling him to save. They kept telling him to save them, and each time I thought that having that demand, you save. You come in here, you do what you do, and I think he did it. But you gotta have a cast and supporting cast too, man.
I would go look around and look at some of these teams that's not so good, but got some young pieces that's good, Like I would go to Portland, see what y'all want.
Utah?
Utah, see what y'all want. Search around over there, see, some of these young guys, Saxton.
West Coasted? You West Coasted, not in conference?
Yeah. Go to
Ain't
the
nobody
West
going.
Coast.
Well, Giannis,
I'll
what-
go look at the Bulls, see what y'all got to offer. Y'all got some young pieces. Maybe y'all can do a 2-for-1 for Anunoby. Somebody can help y'all, another vet. One of them young teams that need a vet. So I'll do that and see.
One thing about New York is they're a big market and it could attract people to go there in free agency and maybe make a little less money to play there. But there's been rumors kind of floating around that the Knicks are going to make a drastic move this offseason. Do you think, getting rid of a player like Towns or Bridges and getting a guy like KD or Giannis would elevate this team, and would you be cool with that happening?
Everybody's worried about this tax thing, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's, I don't think people, have you seen the Knicks salary cap?
Yeah, so
That shit's crazy.
they enter the offseason $200 million in salary, and they got
Yeah.
4 slots that they need to fill too.
I don't even think they care.
So they got to cut costs.
It's New York, and they went to the conference finals.
This
so-
ain't the time to cut costs, bro.
Exactly.
Bro, we are 2 players away from being where we want to be. And then you got to still deal with that Beantown, when they come, you know what I'm talking about? Next year, everybody being better, Cleveland, Orlando, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get ready for that, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the time to start penny pinching. You need to put some bread out, the best deals you can, see what mix,
The next team eliminated from the postseason was the Timberwolves. And going into this offseason, there's some question marks. Nas Reed's got a player option. He'll probably opt out and look for some more money. Julius Randle's in the same position.
Damn, they didn't sign these guys?
No. So Nickeil Alexander-Walker is going to be a free agent. So they got some decisions to make. So for the Timberwolves, you guys put the GM hat on. What do you think they should do in this offseason? They made it to the conference finals, but they got
gotta
3 key
resign.
rotation
Dude, you
guys that could be
resign
gone.
Julius Randle? You got to resign Julius
Yeah,
Randle, dog.
yeah.
You gave up Cat. Yeah, hell yeah.
I got to resign Nas Reed, too.
Yeah, Nas Reed. Hell, those are 2 right now. Those should have been done.
I got to look to explore possibility of trading Rudy Gobert. Because I looked the last 2 years, and, Rudy Gobert has been solid for them for the regular season, but I think he kind of got exposed in the conference finals the last 2 years. And he don't give up enough production for what,
For him being on the floor.
for him being on the floor for the amount of time. And also I got to look to explore upgrading Conley. I like Conley in the locker room,
Yeah.
but I need a younger guard right there.
Yeah.
Maybe go look at
I need like a queso.
they need like a Greg Anthony Jr. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Well, they got Rob Dillingham, who was a rookie this year. That
Yeah, but
He
he's
still
not
got to
ready.
develop,
elevate him.
though.
No, he's
still
not,
gotta
he not
develop.
ready. He's not ready yet. He's not ready for these type
He want a
runs.
motherfucker like
Greg Anthony Jr.
Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony.
Yeah,
Cole Anthony. He
yeah.
could be a good.
Cole, nice too.
He'll be a cool fit.
Yeah.
For Minnesota. I'll be so. I got to resign them pieces. We went to the conference finals 2 years in a row. See, this is what I don't like. When teams go to the conference finals and they make drastic changes. No, you got there. You got to build on what you got.
They made a drastic change and still made the conference.
Yeah, that's
finals.
what
They
I'm
traded Towns and
saying.
Still made it there.
But you got deeper too.
Yeah.
So like a couple pieces away. If I can get younger at the point guard, I don't know if that's trading Conley or just bringing him off the bench. If I can get some value for Gobert, I would like to do that. And then see where we at. But I got to resign
gotta
Nas
sign
Reed
those two, dog.
and Julius Randle for sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of your toughness right there.
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
I feel the same way, man. I think Minnesota got to re-sign Randall. They got to re-sign Nas, and I'm falling in line with P. I would try to go after some young guards. Like the map right now, of what we've seen, every year is kind of different, right? When Joker started doing what he was doing, everybody wanted a mobile big that now can, and here come, even though Embiid and Towns at the time I felt was better than him, his play and how he actually got everybody involved evolved him, right? And then he just started doing what he do. Well, I'm looking at Ant as being another player that's going to be able to ascend. You got to put pieces around him. And the new wave of how you build your team is through depth. And we got 2 of the most depth 2 teams in the league that look at Cleveland. Cleveland got the memo. They went out, on some we trying to better our team, and they got depth through the draft, through picks. The Jerome kid got better. So look at what all the teams are doing. Ain't nobody waiting on development no more. Motherfuckers is getting 9, 10, 11, and maybe have like a 12, 13 right here that don't nobody even know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to build your team with some depth now. And they got to fit the pedigree and Whatever you add to Minnesota, it's got to fit the pedigree of Ant-Man. It's got to fit the pedigree of Randall. It's got to fit the pedigree of Nas Reed, McDaniels, DiVincenzo. Bro, they are scrappy West. They play East Coast ball in Minnesota, bro. You know what I'm saying? You saw how he checked Brun? Man, go back and watch how he checked Brun. Man, I almost jumped through the TV and almost teleported to this man's house. He was talking so, man, we gonna show some respect. Man, that man two-handed him like he was Champ Bailey off the line, like he was sauce or something, you feel me? I was like, dang, but I'm getting off, but I'm saying to say, man, they gotta build it, man, with some depth, man, and if they ain't doing that, yeah, like I said, I think we're going away from the top threes and all that shit, bro. You gotta have a top two, but then you gotta have a solid 7 to go with them. And they gotta have another pedigree, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks like the way these teams were constructed was big trade to get a star player, and then they built the rest of their guys and then traded on the fringes a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more parity than the super teams that we're used to over the last handful of years. I want to get
That's the way the money going.
That's the way.
It's the way the collective bargaining agreement is.
Taxes.
It's like you can't just keep throwing like that's why you can't give everybody the max. You know, so you're gonna have to have moving forward one max guy, and the rest of the guys I gotta just figure out.
I actually like.
It's almost gonna turn into like a one major all-star to a fringe all-star type player you could have and can still win. It's gonna be tough to win with having like 3 big threes like what we saw in the past.
Yeah, I think that's gone, man. Cause now you got so much ego too. I don't know if stars can play together like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody say they can until you get in there and you know they ask you to do something you necessarily ain't feeling, or you on it's outside of your box, or what you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like man, people chemistry. We always talk about it, man. One of the harder things to put in there and expect it to do what it do. Chemistry. It don't always go like it should.
Let's get some game picks.
Let's get some fucking game picks.
What do you mean game pick?
Game picks.
Well, I'm going to ask you. There's some prop
Some
bets.
WNBAs too, isn't it? We got some girl games.
But just looking at the
Shout out to
standings.
Candace Parker got a new book. Shout out to my girl. She going up. What's she? She getting her shit retired in Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Candace in retirement. Shout out to one of the greatest to do it, boy. Feel me?
That's dope.
But Ticket, you got a 8-game lead here in the standings.
I already know, man. Listen, collection. If y'all watching, here's
That's a
KG
case. That's a
certified
case.
at KG. What? Excuse me?
That's a case. That's a cases come what
Hey,
9?
hey,
Broke it up
collection.
into 2 parts this year.
Hey, if anybody out there know the number to collection, just hit me on the line, yo. Get some of this shit going, man.
All right, so Ticket Thursday.
Have them on Thursday.
Game 1.
Game fucking 1.
Pacers at Thunder. Thunder are 9.5-point favorites at home. Who do we got?
Who you got? First game. Set the tone.
If we taking the spread, then I'm taking Indiana. If you giving me 9.
9.5.
9, yeah. But like, see, this is the thing. We've been doing this all year long, and we ain't been looking at the spread when I took the underdog. So it may be a little more even than we think.
I give you the odds every time.
No, but
I mean-
but you don't give me the spread numbers.
You've taken it before.
Hey man, you
I'll
gotta
take
argue
it
with
'cause
this
I gotta
man.
say
Hey
it.
man, you gotta argue with this man. This man don't pay up on nothing, man. So man, hey man, look here, man. Until you put something down on it now, man, the money good
Give
on the
me that-
wood, man.
We got to play the
Hey,
spread
hey,
now.
look
I'm
here,
taking
man.
9
Hey, look
and a
here,
half.
man. Hey man, look here, man.
I'm taking 9 and a half.
Look here, man. You lost the bet, man. It's gonna pay up on the bet, man. I don't
But we
wanna
got
have
to
to show up at
rewind
your-
the tape and see these
Ding-dong.
numbers. We got to look at these numbers.
What
we got to
numbers,
do an
man? We
audit.
worrying about the numbers? I
gotta
thought
do an
jumping out
audit.
there. You jumping out there?
No, because when I picked like
Jumping out there?
Whenever you've
Right.
taken the numbers,
Now he don't
I've
get the
kept it
mouth.
into
You hear
account.
this motherfucker, man?
no, I know you didn't.
Yes,
Stop
I
it.
have.
Stop it.
The only second half of the season I noticed that. I've been looking.
Stop, man. Stop trying to bully Nate on set. Nate, you're good.
No,
we
I've
got
seen
you.
it. I've been
Nah,
watching.
you're bullying. We tell you the fucking numbers all the time.
All right, so
Right.
you got Pacers plus 9.5. Got it.
Yes.
That's locked in. Ticket, who do you got?
First, give me OKC. I don't think OKC finna fuck this up, but yeah, I ain't finna go there. Shh.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I'm up 10 points already and start the game.
10-0 run.
I already started off with a 10-0 run.
All right, now I'm going to ask you, how many games will this series last? 4, 5, 6, or 7?
6.
6, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going 7.
6.
It's got the juiciest odds. 7
got
plus
7.
350. No matter who wins.
You know what?
Man, damn.
First 2 games gonna tell me everything.
Ooh, I might go throw some on there.
Plus 350, 7
Yeah,
game
to go
series.
7 games.
And you like 6, Ticket?
Yeah, I like 6.
Okay. Plus 275 for that. And then who do you guys like for Finals MVP? SGA is a
There's so many theories. when you say
standalone
that.
big favorite here.
Standalone favorite.
The MVP gonna be from a motherfucker we ain't expecting.
Hell nah,
It's
that
gonna be
ain't.
from like an Isaiah Joe or a motherfucking
Hell nah. League ain't
Nimhard.
gonna-
Watch.
League ain't
It
gonna
would
allow
not be no big motherfucker. Watch. It's gonna be a motherfucker. Man, listen. Watch. It's gonna be a motherfucker we ain't expecting. Watch. Like a Miles Turner or some shit. Watch.
Nah, hell no. The league ain't gonna do that.
Nigga ain't gonna do what?
Like,
Nigga, Iguodala won that motherfucker with Steph, Clay, all that. What you talking about, man?
yeah, that was different though. That was different than like all you go down the line. That was like when you look at all of them, it was different. Let me see who I got. I got Haliburton then. I'm gonna take
Plus
that.
700 for him to win MVP.
That's a good one, because I can.
So
I
that
can
means
see,
you got Pacers winning the series then.
Yeah, probably so.
you got Pacers winning the series?
Probably, and 7. If it goes 7, I think they win. It got to go 7 though. I think Carlisle gonna be a difference. We're gonna see that. I'm telling you, Carlisle. This is a young coach, and I like what the coach is doing. But they ain't. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing about OKC, and I love OKC. They ain't had to play with no pressure yet. They ain't had to play from behind a lot. You know what I'm saying? They. I don't know. They ain't really had no adversity. You know what I'm saying? Like
said that.
Denver scared them, but then Denver got hurt. You know what I'm saying? They was like, if Aaron Gordon had been healthy, it might have been something different. You know, when they got punched back, it was like, ooh.
I mean, they won 7.
Yeah, I'm just
But
saying.
they was hurt. They was a hurt 7.
They had a hurt 7 with no
Yeah,
depth. Now, if
yeah.
this team healthy with depth, with coaching,
With smoke, with steam.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be something else.
I like Indiana too.
Who's your MVP ticket?
Damn. Hate lining up with this motherfucker. Yeah.
Got SGA, dog. No, I'll go pick Isaiah Joe then.
No.
He said Isaiah Joe.
Get your ass
Said
out of
Isaiah
here.
Joe. He said it's gonna be somebody like
Watch, it is. Watch. Hey, Lord,
Wallace.
he better not go
Pick
off.
Wallace.
Ding dong, I'm jumping the gate. I ain't even ringing it. Ding, I'm jumping that motherfucker. You said what? Yeah, man, I like Indiana, man.
Oh, wow.
I like
Damn.
Indiana, man. Yeah.
They gonna be all right.
You know why? Because they've been playing the under. They've been playing they've been playing the under the whole time.
Might be a
You know
team
what
of
I'm saying?
destiny.
Like nobody had them in nothing. Nobody. And then they're coming. They popped the motherfucker at home. We was like, oh wow, they did that. Then they did it again. We was like, damn. Do we need to start putting some respect on Cleveland's name?
And they
on Indy's name. So that's what I'm saying. Like Indy's doing the impossible. I feel like this they run, man.
They got the same record too. I think they both 12-4.
Ooh.
Going into the finals.
Pacers to win in 6 plus 1,200. Pretty good bet.
Ooh, shit.
So 1,000 to give me,
But I'm also playing the OKC card.
huh?
12 bands.
Because the OKC,
12 bands for the 1,000.
I don't know if,
Damn, I just might throw that on.
yeah, fuck it, man. You took Indiana?
Yeah, it's 7.
I'll take OKC.
Okay.
But in what?
In
6. All right, he's 6.
And 6, and then I
That's
think
plus 425 if they win in 6.
Yeah.
Still a good bet.
yeah. And those are the picks of the, you feel me? Yes, sir. Yeah.